Are you looking for a Pilates class that is going to challenge your core, your thighs, your side butt, but you don't want to get down to the mat? Well, today's class is just for you. Hey friends, it's Kate here. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I've got a lovely joint-friendly Pilates class. Some days it's harder for us to get up and down from the mat, and that can feel challenging when so much of our Pilates is mat-based. This is a class where we'll either be standing or using a chair, and don't let that fool you. It's still going to be quite challenging, especially for our obliques, our side tummy muscles, and we'll definitely get some side butt work as well. Go ahead, grab your chair, let's get started. We'll start standing today, feet about hip distance, shoulders down the back, ears up high, chest nice and broad, fingers reaching down. Take a moment to check in with your body. How are you feeling? Are we maybe arching our back a little? Does it feel like we're locking out the knees too much? Start to press down into the feet. Try to drop the tailbone a little bit, maybe lifting out of the waist. Remember, we're wrapping in through the center of the body, kind of lifting up from underneath the pelvic floor, letting the hands dangle. Take a nice big breath, drop your chin to your chest, and roll your right ear to right shoulder, or left. We're going to do both sides. Chin back down to chest, opposite ear to opposite shoulder. Chin back down to chest, sway side to side once or twice more, going at your own pace. Bring the chin back to the center of the chest and your gaze upright. Spread your arms nice and far away, opening up the palms. Really fan the fingers wide. Flip one palm up to the sky, one palm down to the ground, and twist back and forth. Just saying hello to the body a little bit more. Slow yourself down, flip both palms to meet, reach the hands nice and high. A few times, cactus your arms opening up across the chest, stretch up to the sky. Now we can simply go up and down just like that. You might also think about almost pushing the elbows back behind you, getting a bigger stretch. This time, as you bend the elbows, pause, so put a soft bend in the knee and take a twist right and left. Being mindful that your hips, your knees, your lower bodies stay in place. We're just twisting from the center of our body. Slow yourself down, extend the arms out in a way, drop one hand down to the chair if you have it on your side, lift the other hand up, let's take a big side body stretch. Really plant down into your left foot, grow longer out the left side, take a big inhale. As you exhale, contract your tummy muscles to pull yourselves up. Again, inhale up and over, pause, separating the shoulders, big breath. Exhale, contract the tummy, pull yourself up. Last time, up and over, a little bit different. Bend your knees, contract the abdominal muscles more, and I want you to turn your shoulder to face towards the ground, maybe releasing the hand down. Bring your body in front of your hips, releasing both hands, a tiny forward fold. Shake the shoulders, nod the head, roll yourself up to standing. We'll do the same thing on the other side. You can either just turn around or move your chair or wall if you're using it. And then again, inhale, lift, and lean over. Enjoy your side body stretch at first. Again, big inhale, exhale, start to turn your tummy muscles on to rise up. Again, a big deep stretch over, big breath. Exhale, upright. Last time, up and over, pause. Hold for a moment, then softly bend both knees. Use your tummy muscles here, making sure your spine is long, and then turn your chest to look down to the ground. Release the hand, bring your shoulders in front of your body. Release both hands down. A little wiggle, a little movement there. Roll yourself upright. Now, it doesn't really matter where we keep the chair for this next spot. In fact, you could move it out and away, but anytime we need it for balance, feel free to take it. Extend both hands out. They can also come to your hips if that feels better. Put a soft bend in the knees, trying to keep your shoulders right over your hips the entire time. Lift up your right heel, set it down, lift up your left heel. We're just waking up our knees, our ankles, getting a little stretch there for the sole of the foot. With all your might, try to keep your head, your shoulders, your hips all stacked one on top of the other. Now we're human, we're going to move a little side to side, a little right and left, but for the most part, we're trying to minimize that. The next time that you pick up your right heel, keep it there. Take a big inhale, exhale, stand tall on the left side. Especially squeeze your thigh butt connection point, contract the tummy muscles more. Take a big, deep inhale. As you exhale, could you pick up your right knee and set it on the ground? Think about this almost as a deep abdominal contraction. Of course, our leg is working, both of them. We're getting a lot of foundational stability moves in or activation through your left side. We're getting a lot of wonderful strength building for our psoas, our leg, in the right side. But each time I pick up the leg, I exhale and contract the tummy muscles, just like you would if you were lying on your back, bringing our leg up into a tabletop or chair pose, whatever you want to call it. Last time, touch your right foot down, roll through the foot, put a soft bend in the knees again, and now let's lift our left heel, set it down, lift your right heel. Extend the arms out and away. If they're at your hips, that's fine. If you have them long like I do, push down into an imaginary table, opening up the front of the body a little bit more. When you go to lift your left heel this time, pick it up, pause. Stand tall through the right. Activate your tummy muscle, squeeze your thigh butt connection, big deep inhale growing long, exhale, pick up the knee, touch it down. As we lift the knee, again, it's a kind of wrapping sensation through the front of the body, a lifting sensation from underneath the body. Continue to grow 2 inches taller out of your ears. Go faster than me, go slower than me, it is a-okay. 2 more. Last one. Set the foot down. Let the hands relax. Give yourself a wiggle. Give yourself a shake. And again, a little bend. Reach out and away. Pick up your right heel. Stand tall. Now, I want you to take the toe a little bit in front of you and then maybe reach your left hand out in front of you. We'll do the exact same thing, lifting and lowering the knee. That might be enough for us. If we'd like to go a little deeper, as you straighten the leg, you can extend the arm up overhead, exhale, pull everything back. Opposite hand could be to your hip, out and away, it's up to you. Inhale, open, exhale, extend. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging for yourself, instead of just touching the toe to the floor, we could start to extend the leg out and away, pulling it back. Now your foot can be pointed, flexed, or soft. I am not too picky about that, whatever feels good in your body, but each time we pull ourselves back to that first position, hand and knee together, feel your deep abdominal muscles work. One more, down and up. And then relax. Shake it out. You're doing great. A little bend. Pick up the left heel. Stand tall. Extend your right hand out in front of you. Let the left leg rise. And again, you can just focus on the leg, or it can be leg and arm. Does it feel good to keep your toe connecting to the ground? Do you want to reach it out and away? Really challenging your balance. Notice if your shoulders are kind of out of line with one another. It's easy to twist there. Keep both shoulders reaching out and away. Take it back at your own pace. Don't worry about me. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Again, feel free to flex the foot if you like. 3, 2, last one. Bring it up. Set the foot down, release. Give yourself a wiggle, give yourself a shake. Now again, little bend, right heel lifts. Stand tall, turn your thigh butt connection point on. This one will be different. Touch your toe over to the side. It does not have to be pointed. I have a habit of doing that from my background. It can be pointed, flexed, or soft. And instead of bringing the knee just right out to the side, we're going to lift it up in front of us and touch it to the side. Exhale, contract, lift. Touch it to the side. If you want, you could extend the left hand out and away, finding a diagonal line. You could also bring the hand back in front of the shoulder like we just did a moment ago. Feel those deep tummy muscles working to hold yourself steady. Keep your gaze straight forward. We want our beautiful eyes facing upright. I promise that helps with the balance. 2 more. Exhale, pull it up. Inhale, open. Last one, pull it up. And release. Shake, wiggle, you're doing great. Same thing other side. Little bend, left heel up, stand tall. Touch your toe to the side, and at first just begin the movement through that hip. Pulling the knee in front of you, taking it off to the side. Do you want to extend the right hand away? That can just be helpful in opening up across the chest, and we may still focus on exclusively the leg. Do you want to bring the hand in front of you, open and reach? Exhale, everything works to pull you in. Inhale, you stretch and lengthen. 3, 2, last 1. Set it down, give yourself a wiggle, give yourself a shake, turn to your chair, grab the back of it if you like, take a step or two back, and a great big stretch for your back body. Soft bend in both knees, sitting bones reaches nice and far away from you. Take a deep inhale, keep your weight even between the 2 feet, just straighten the right leg. Almost think about tipping your right butt cheek up to the sky, getting a deeper stretch. Rebend both knees. Straighten just the left leg. Tip your left pelvis, your left booty up to the sky. Rebend both. Drop your head through your arms, release the hands down. Navel in, shoulders down the back. Slowly bring yourself up to standing. We'll come to a seat in our chair. And as we do this, I am simply going to start at the very front edge of my chair, hands to my lap, shoulders down, ears high, and I simply want us to tip back and rise up, focusing right now on just the pelvis, back and forth. Now we might keep our hands to our hips. We could extend them out and away. Notice if while you tip back, your chest is trying to cave in. Resist that feeling. We're mostly focusing on just the movement in our lower body. 2 more, little tip back and up. Last one, little tip back, pause. Your sacrum, that big bony plate at the base of your spine, envision it's trying to slowly reach itself down towards the base of the chair behind you. You're holding something heavy in the palm of your hands. Give it a great big squeeze. Stomp lightly into the floor with your left leg stabilizing. Take a big inhale, exhale, pick up your right leg, set it down. Again, just pick up the right leg back and forth. Like we did a moment ago while we were standing, don't worry about the pace, don't worry about how fast you're going. Instead, focus on that deep abdominal contraction as you lift the leg. Now you can keep your hands right in place, or do we want to add some movement? You could extend the left hand away, exhale, pull it back in. Inhale, open out and away, exhale, pull it back in. 3, 2, last 1. Right foot down. Roll yourself up to a seat. Place your hands on your lap. Slide your fingers towards your knees. Take a hinge forward, separating across the chest. Enjoying that lovely stretch. Push down, rise up. Again, tip back, lift up, focusing just on our lumbar spine, that lower portion. Each time I tip my pelvis back, I think about contracting the abdominal muscles. That's almost what's forcing me to lean back. That's how much they're working. This next time, tip back and pause. We'll do the same thing to the left side. Push down into the right foot. Big inhale. Exhale, float your foot up. Touch it down. Now, my friend, if you inhale when I say exhale, it's not a big deal. Go at your own pace. You're doing fabulous. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Do you want to add the arm movement? You can lift and lower, and see, even I do it a little bit off sometimes. Hand down and away and up. If it makes more sense to have your palms facing towards one another as you do this movement, that's fine. If the palms are facing down, that's okay too. Not the biggest deal to have a different rotation there. Let's do 3, 2, last 1. Set the foot down, roll yourself up, hands to lap, slide your hands to your knees, take a hinge. Pause there, opening up across the chest, big inhale, point your nose to the right, look forward, point your nose to the left, look center, rise up to a seat. Now we're going to work on some really deep, beautiful oblique moves. And for this one, this is very similar to what we would do in a reformer class on a short box. I want you to move to the left side of your chair, and you might lean back all the way so your booty is actually touching and your back is touching the back of the mat, the chair. It doesn't matter. Extend the other foot off to the side. And we want to feel pretty secure there. If there's a bend in the knee and we have it externally open, that's okay. If it's straight and parallel, that's okay too. Hands to your hips at first, rise out of the waist, contract the tummy muscles. Now at first we'll keep our hands on our hips. I simply want you to lean over. Take a big inhale. Big breath out. Holding here for a moment, grow long from your heel through your side body out the top of your head. Take a big breath. Exhale, come on up. How did that feel for you? Do you want to keep your hands on your hips as we keep going? Or if we're feeling a little stronger, we might take our hands off and away, and you can just do one hand instead of both. Now again, let's hinge over and pause, hold. If you have your hands reaching away like I do, separate the arms further. Contract the tummy muscles more. Even though your inner thighs are separated, think about squeezing them towards one another. You feel the connection of your low body. Take a big inhale. Exhale, rise. Let's do that just a little faster. Inhale over. Exhale, pull yourself up. Inhale over. Exhale, rise. Keep going at your own pace. It's not about the speed. I'd rather you focus on keeping your spine long and straight. Each time I lean over, it's a stretch. Each time I rise up, it is deep abdominal work. Last time, lean over, pause. Just for fun. Full big inhale. Could you exhale, bring your arms in front of you? Inhale, open out and away. Exhale, bring the arms in front of you. Inhale, open out and away. 2 more, exhale, pull it in. And open. Last one, pull it in. Open, pause, take a big breath, rise up and relax. Shake it out. Before we do our second side, left hand to hip, right hand away, lean over and take the opposite stretch. How does that feel there? Like we did when we were standing, you can come up just like we came down, or we can turn our body towards our foot, drop the right hand to our knee, and then slowly bring your body in front of your hips. Roll yourself up. Let's do the same thing other side. So reposition yourself as you need to. Again, I do have my sacrum, my hips kind of backing up against the chair. I'm extending the leg nice and far away. If there's a bend, if it's turned out, I'm okay. If we can keep it parallel and facing me, great. Sometimes I keep the whole foot on the floor. Sometimes I have friends that want to roll to the big toe side. I'm okay with whatever feels good for you. Now lift up. Think about the bottom of your pelvis, kind of trying to lift away from the chair. We want our pelvic floor working just as much as our tummy too. Now, like we did on the first side, hands to our hips. Let's lean over and pause for a moment, broadening across the chest, reaching the ears a little higher. Take a full big inhale. Rise up. Now again, you know it's going to happen. Do you want to extend the arms with me? You don't have to. When you're ready, inhale, lean over. We'll pause for this first one, just holding the shape. Growing long from your foot through your side body out the top of the head. Big deep inhale. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, lean over. Exhale, rise up. As you go side to side, almost imagine you're kind of in between 2 very small panes of glass, or like a really teeny tiny hallway. We're trying with all our might not to bump our nose, our arms, our hands, anything onto those panes of glass or that tiny hallway. You're going in one line side to side. That can be hard, I know. This time, lean over, pause, broaden across the chest, pull your belly button in. Feel free to simply hold here. This is a big position or big inhale. Exhale, arms together. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale, arms together. Inhale, open and expand. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Reach it open, pause, take a big breath, rise up. Place your hand to your thigh or to your hip, lean over to your extended side, finding that big, beautiful space along the side of the body. As we did on the other side, come up if you like, or turn towards the floor, drop the hand down. You can touch your left thigh as you drag your shoulders forward, rolling yourself up. Come to a regular seat. Pause for a moment. Hands down, palms face me, ears lift high. Take a great big inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll your right ear to right shoulder. Chin back down to chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest. Bring your gaze upright, extend the arms out and away, flip the palms to the ground, flex the hands, push the hands out and away, find that big beautiful stretch from your fingers through the palms, underneath the arms, all the way up into the armpits. Big deep breath. Exhale, relax. As always, my friends, pat yourself on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed class. I cannot wait to see you again.